Welcome to Nebulous Output, a brand new project I do on September 1st, 2023. It's a podcast about stuff. Let's go with that. Welcome to the pilot episode where, well, it sounds like it's about space, right? Nebulous. Well, if you think about it, space, kind of means the unknown or the unclear. So the output exactly is not clear. But potentially, I want to talk about, games I'm interested in, gaming stuff, obviously, tech stuff as well, and maybe some multimedia slash video production stuff. So, and, well, maybe sports. Maybe, but I do have some topics I prepared today on, well, the first day of September. Oh my goodness, we're already done with 2/3 of the year. Some topics I do have planned is upcoming releases for the remainder of the year. I do have a fun tech related topic or article, I should say, uh, that I want to read out loud and go over real quick, and go over some YouTube short analytics at the end. And of course, I do invite viewer, uh, what's the word? Viewer interaction, yes. So if you feel like you have a suggestion or question, I will welcome them. Just post them in the comment section, of course. I would say for podcasts, I would try to detail anything that I put on screen as much as I can. But of course, you don't have to stare at a screen. You can just listen through your ear holes. And let's dive into our first topic of the day that I have set up, and that's obviously what's coming up for the remainder of 2023, including, well, a certain space game, right? Early access started yesterday, actually, but I'm going to pull up this IGN website thing they got set up that has the release dates. So not the early access release dates, just the standard release dates. So we will mention that, and I will mention some reviews of that certain space game. Without further ado, let's plop up that website right there on the screen. Screw it, right? Do it live. We'll do this podcast live. And yeah, so upcoming releases for the remainder of the year. Let's see what is coming out, including 30XX coming out to the Switch. Of course, that's one of the games that was released last month, excuse me. Oh man, I guess the idea. Same thing with Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. That came out, I believe, last week. That comes out today as well for Series XS and PS5. And then Borderlands has a collection coming out, the Pandora's Box, for PC and consoles, except for Switch. Got a game called Dreamers coming out for Xbox and PlayStation. Fortune's Run for PC. I don't know what that Toku Cross is, so I'm not going to give it any more thought about it. It's coming out on Switch today. I'm just going to kind of go around, actually mention games that I've heard about, like Baldur's Gate 3. Oh my goodness. That was a big game last month, released on PC. It's releasing on PS5 September 4th. Of course, there was news I read yesterday about Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox platforms. They just said as soon as possible. And of course, I mentioned that space game, Starfield, comes out, fully comes out September 5th. Well, by fully, I mean, the actual release date if you don't have early access. Of course, that comes out on PC and Xbox Series XS. That's competing against Totally Accurate Battle Simulator coming out to PS4 and 5 same day. That game's been around. That gets a PlayStation release. We got Final Fantasy VII Evercross coming to mobile. mobile. Uh, Rift Sweepers for PC, September 7th for both of those. Same thing with Toss. That's a nice little image of just the word Toss with a banana next to it. Now is code September 8th, Switch, PC, and PS4. Bay Farm. It was a bunch of farming games and one Nintendo Directs last year. September 8th for Switch and PC for Fae Farm. NBA 2K24 comes out also September 8th for all platforms, PC, PS, or PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. We got Doesn't Exist, September 12th, PC and Apple, looks like. And September 12th, PC, Xbox Series, and PS5. Eternights, PC and PlayStation. Myth Force, September 12th as well. Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation. Nor Play With Your Food. PlayStation and PC. Super Bomberman R2, all consoles and PC. And Isle Tide Hotel, looks like all consoles and mobile and PC. That's all September 12th, and then September 13th we got Gravity Oddity. That's a tongue twister. All consoles and PC. Heretics Folk, PC, and then Land Above Sea Below, PC. And also September 13th is Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's, I believe, first expansion, Hidden Treasure of Teal Mask. What is it? Hidden Treasure of Area Zero Part 1 Teal Mask. That comes out September 13th. Summon Eternia. I'm not good at pronouncing words if you can't tell if this is the first time you're listening to me. That's September 13th. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch. The Crew Morfest, September 13th. PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Treachery and Beatdown City Ultra Remix, September 13th. Xbox, Switch, and PC. A game called Ugly, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And then September 14th, AKXOL, AKXOLOTL, let's go with that. All consoles and PC. That's a fun one to see. Let's kind of go a little around the Monster Hunter Now mobile, September 14th, and then next to it's Baby Shark. Why does Baby Shark have it's its own game? Oh my god. September 15th is Baby Shark Sing and Swim Party for consoles and PC. No mobile? How about some NASCAR Arcade Rush, September 15th? All modern consoles and PC. Sorry. Baby Shark got me. NASCAR Arcade Rush. I wonder if it's like, what was it? Unleashed? There was a 360 game that we actually tried recording for friends way back then. Then I didn't know how to audio balance. Anyways, Wandering Sword, PC, September 15th as well. Gloomhaven, September 18th, PS5, Xbox Series, and Switch. Paperman Adventure Delivered, September 18th, all consoles and PC. Spirited Thief, 18th, PC. Broken Edge for PS5, September 19th. Also September 19th, Lies of P for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Also September 19th, Mortal Kombat 1, Xbox Series, PS5, PC, and Switch. That's a busy day for me. Days of Doom, September 20th. PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Switch, and There's another icon. I don't know. Hell Sweeper VR. Let's talk about some VR games. September 20th for Oculus, even though it's Meta. I don't want to call it Oculus still. PlayStation VR2, I guess, and PC for Hell Sweeper VR. Man of War 2 PC, Moonstone Island PC, and this is another game I'm looking forward to. Party Animals, September 20th, PC and Xbox. Witchfire PC, also the 20th. Payday Free, September 21st. What is going on between the 19th and the 21st? Payday Free, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Rin the Last Child, also the 21st for PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. Warhaven for the PC, also on the 21st. Bud Spencer Third Hills, Slap and Bean Suit. There's a sequel to this game? There was a first one? To Bud Spencer and Turds Hill, Slaps and Beans? There was a first one? September 22nd, for those interested on PlayStation, Switch, and PC. EA Sports FC 24. I'm pretty sure that's the first one where they can't use the FIFA license. So they just went with FC. If you into soccer, that comes out 22nd. PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, PC. Robo Dunk, that looks interesting. For the 24th, PC and Switch. Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Library DLC comes out on the 26th. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC only. I'm willing to mention how it ran on the older consoles. Harvest Moon, the Winds of Anthos. That's another word I can't say. September 26 as well. Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. My Time at Sandrock, also the 26th. Series and 1. PlayStation 5, Switch, and PC for that game. For those that are interested in trains, Train Sim World 4 comes out also on the 26th. Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. After Dream on the 27th. PC, Switch, Series XS, and PS5. Everhood, also the 27th. Xbox and PlayStation. There's a firefighting simulator, The Squad, coming out on Switch on the 28th. Gonna kind of go around a little bit more. Cocoon on the 29th, PlayStation 4 and 5, Switch, Series XS, and PC. If you're watching, you can see all the games. And these are just Q3s on this list. Let's go look at October. Because October is, well, a big month. Scorn comes out October 3rd on the PlayStation 5. I'm pretty sure that game came out earlier this year. Hellboy Web of Word. I don't know if I'm saying that right as well. October 3rd for Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch. That's a game I'm keeping an eye on. Warhammer 4000 Dark Tide comes out Series XS on the 4th of October. Assassin's Creed Mirage October 5th for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition comes out on Switch October 6th. Also October 6th on the Switch is Detective Pikachu Returns. Yeah, that game got it's getting a sequel, even though the first game was only on 3DS. Also, October 6th is NHL 24, Xbox and PlayStation. No PC. Why? October 10th is Forza Motorsport for Xbox Series XS and PC. Not Motorsport 8, but you know what? That's fine. Someone told me that, or this might be a Mandela thing, but I thought they were aiming for like a springtime release, but it's a normal like fall time release for Forza. But looks good. Just quick note on that. Wildcard Football, October 10th as well for Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. River City Rival Showdown 2023 remake, October 12th, Switch, PlayStation 4, and PC. The Batman Arkham Trilogy comes out on Switch October 13th. Lords of the Fallen also on October 13th for PC, Xbox Series XS, and PS5. Why not get a little festive with the Crunch Christmas Adventures also on the 13th of October, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. Transformers Earthspark Expedition. That's a lot of subtitles, but October 13th as well. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. Classic Jurassic Park games. Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Switch. Alright. Dolphin Spirit, Ocean Mission, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC, October 17th. We got Skull Island, Rise of Kong, also on the 17th. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Also on the 17th of October, Sonic Superstars, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, PC. There's Sonic game. Wow, Sonic. How about more trains? Wow. How about Train Valley 2? PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, October 17th as well. Also on October 17th, Wizard with a Gun. Fun. PC, Xbox Series, and PS5. Endless Dungeon, October 19th, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, and Switch. We got Gangs of Sherwood, Series XS, PS5, PC, also on the 19th of October. I see a big game coming up here, but we have to talk about Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, also on the 19th of October. PC, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. Okay, let's just go to it. Spider-Man 2, October 20th, PlayStation 5. Also, Super Mario Bros. Wonder for the Switch. That's October 20th. That's the big October game I think a lot of people are looking forward to, or games. We also got on the 20th Trinity S, PlayStation and PC. Bad Dreams on the 23rd, PS5. How about some Just Dance 2024 edition? October 24th, Switch, Series XS, and PS5 is only showing. That's kind of weird because they were hanging out and releasing Wii versions, like how we do Wii for the longest time, and it's kind of weird only seeing free platforms underneath that. Also on October 24th is the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 1. Xbox Series XS, PS5, Switch, and PC. Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria, October 24th, PS5 and PC. I don't know, the last Lord of the Rings game I can think of that released recently did not do very good. That also could have been a Mandela effect. See, Skylines 2, October 25th, Series XS and PC. Ghost Runner 2, October 26th, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Alan Wake 2, October 27th, PC, PS5, Xbox Series. Headbangers Rhythm Royale, October 31st, Switch, PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. Love me some rhythm games. Why not make a Battle Royale. Some games that have October next to it, but no exact release date. Ark Survival Ascended, Cricket 24, Phasmophobia for PS5 and Xbox Series XS, and Jackbox Party Pack 10. 10 party packs of Jackbox. Whew. Yeah, that comes out October as well. You know, I begin that. I'm going to do a deep dive on that Jackbox pack as well. Let's go move into our November month, like RoboCop Rogue City, November 2nd, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Star Ocean, the second story R, November 2nd as well, PlayStation and Switch. I'm not going to say that. But I will say, or try to say, A Prisoner in the Invisible World. I probably butchered that as well. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC, November 3rd. Also, November 3rd is the Dune expansion for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Why not? November 3rd also has WarioWare Move It for Switch. Love me some micro games. The Invincible, November 6th, PC, PS5, and Xbox Series. Duke Nukem Collection comes out November 8th. No listed platforms. I would assume it's just arcade collections on Dungeons 4, November 8th. Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. Wild Iron's Hot, November 8th. Switch, PS5, 4, Xbox One, Series, and PC. I need some water, so make sure you hydrate. Double Dragon Advance, November 9th. Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, November 9th. Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Yakuza, aka Like a Dragon, right there. Next, well, it's sandwiched between another Super Dragon game, or Super Double Dragon, double Dragon, double releases November 9th. Same platforms, same all platforms. Air Twister, November 10th, Xbox, PlayStation, PC, Switch. Also, November 10th is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, 2023. PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS. The day before November 10th, Xbox Series, PS5, and PC. Turok Free Shadow of Oblivion Remastered, November 13th. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC. The Smurfs 2, The Prisoner of the Green Stone, November 14th. Yeah, because we need Smurfs, another Smurfs game. Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, PC. King of Fighters, that's 13 global match. I'll try and read from the numerals. November 16th, PS4 and Switch. For those anime fans, I'm not one of them, because, no, I get too confused, but Naruto X Boruto Ultimate, am I saying that right? Ninja Storm Connections, November 17th, PlayStation, Xbox, Switch. Same thing with Persona 5 Tactica, November 17th, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and PC. Also, November 17th is the Super Mario RPG Remake coming to Switch. The Warhammer Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin, November 17th, PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series. Biomutant to the Switch. I think that game already released. November 30th. Cricket 24 also has a November listed date for Switch, I would assume. So, for those Cricket fans, and those that are only on Switch, you You have to wait a little bit longer, I guess. Let's go into our December. Starting with Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince for Switch, December 1st. Uh, Apparently there's some Atari releases. Space Invaders 2 Core Arcade and Space Invaders 1 for Atari, December 1st. Huh? Steam World Build, December 1st as well. All consoles and PC. Skater XL, December 5th. Going to Switch. That game released, I believe, last year. Or maybe a couple years. How about Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, December 7th. PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, PC, and Luna. You know, the Amazon cloud gaming service. I'm surprised they're trying to keep that up. Google done. But anyways, Sigil 2, PC, December 10th. House Flipper 2, December 13th, PC. Pioneers of Pangania, December 13th, PC. Bulletstorm VR, December 14th, coming to PlayStation VR 2 and PC. Then some just general December dates, no specifics. Dungeon Stalkers for PC and something else. I don't know. Retrowave 84 for PC, Dead King Secret Dungeons of Dead Rock 2, PC, Switch, A Corgi's Cozy Hike, Apple and PC. Come on, it's a dog. Dogs. Oh, that has a Q4 2023, so could be earlier in, or it could be pushed back. Between Horizons, PC, Switch, PS5, Xbox Series. These are just sometime in the year, including Death Stranding Director's Cut coming to Apple. Eh? Cooking Simulator 2, Better Together, PC. Broken Roads, Xbox One, PS4, Switch, PC. Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2, PS5. Just has a Q4 listing. Frog Detective, Entire Mystery, consoles. Whatever. The Inquisitor, PC, PS5, Xbox Series, Warframe, Whispers in the Walls, consoles and PC, Warhammer. Did I say Warhammer from the last one or Warframe? Warframe, Whispers in the Walls, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marine 2, PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. There we go. 10E Snowboarding coming to the Switch service, I'm presuming sometime this year. Honestly, that might be a game I would renew my Switch Online for. I'm not even joking. GoldenEye was, but that came out on Game Pass as well, so I then renewed for that. But 10E Snowboarding? I remember that game on the 64. I would want to play that game again. Any other notables I can look at? I'm trying to look at Agent 64. I'm assuming that's another one. It says PC. I'm just scrolling. Arizona Sunshine 2 for PC and PSVR 2. Just has a TBA 2023. I'm surprised that game has a sequel. When we played it for FWF, the first one, it was interesting to say the least. And I hope it was just us. But my god. There's that Baldur's Gate free TBA Xbox Series. I mentioned that earlier. There's a lot of like TBAs here. Like a lot. like Brotato for Switch. Seeing if there's any other notables. C's VR. See, Skylines is again a VR version? Interesting. Crossfire, Serious Squad, PAS5. Counter-Strike 2. I thought that's like soon, right? I guess there wasn't an exact date. But yeah, Counter-Strike 2. Continue to scroll. Anything other that's notable. Doctor Who, Worlds Apart. PC. I don't know if that's an actual game or something. F-Zero Maximum Velocity for Switch? I'm assuming it's like 1080 snowboarding. Just, you know. Shoot, F-Zero, man. Fallout 4 coming out to Series XS and PlayStation 5, presumably sometime this year. Fallout. AR notables like Food Fight for all consoles. No exact date, just 2023. Mobile versions of the GTA Definitive Edition Trilogy. Yeah, that's a mess. Just those mobile versions seem to they already existed. But High on Knife DLC for High on Life. That has just a TBA for that DLC. Helldivers 2, PC, PS5, just a TBA for this year. Okay, I just look at this on the side. I'm not even halfway through this page, so I think I'm just going to stop right there because this is a lot of scrolling. Like, this is a lot of scrolling. Let me just real quick on the screen. That's a lot of games that just have TBA. Okay, but yeah, that's some of the upcoming games for the remainder of the year. I didn't realize. Like, I kept on scrolling. Oh, there's still more. Look on the side finally. Oh, I'm not even halfway through this list. So yeah, I'm going to stop right there. And let's break down some of these games, including the recent Starfield. Let's see what the first impressions are, right? I'm looking on Metacritic right now. So on PC, based on 50 critic reviews, it's an 88. And if we look for Series X, based on 51 critic reviews, it's a 87. I think that's not too bad. Not too bad. I think it seems... It looks like it's doing well. Let's see. Games Radar giving it 100. Starfield is expansive and beautifully crafted open world experience full of endless discovery and opportunities. Let me zoom this in for the on-screen viewers. Forbes giving it a 95. I really do love this game. Yes, Bethesda doesn't match some of its peers in many places, but in part, that's because it's trying to do everything all at once. But if you want a giant Bethesda RPG set in space with better combat and a whole lot of time to level and build things and explore and find secrets, yeah, this is it. They did it. Enjoy. GameStar A1 quotation forthcoming. Gamer.no giving it a 70. Perhaps Bethesda will manage to make the Starfield experience better in the future through various updates and expansions. But all in all, it seems like Starfield will have done much better as a universe with a sea of depth its seamlessness spread over 10 planets rather than what we got spread over 1,000. Interesting. Let's go over to the Series X reviews, including Xbox X, obviously rating 100. Bethesda has now crafted a new compelling and wondrous universe to explore where you can play in any way you desire. They've created one of the most important games of this generation and proved once again they're the best at what they do. Heit Newsblad? If that's German, I should be pronouncing it better. Given 100, the space epic in which you could imagine yourself in Star Wars, Firefly, or Dune. It's one of the most hyped games of the year, but it also lives up to the sky-high expectations. The scale, the freedom, and the possibilities in the game are almost unprecedented. It's hard enough to excel at any of these components, let alone do it all well and combine it into one rock-solid game, the best Xbox game in years. Let's go read this gaming trend quotation. 90 from Gaming Trend. Bethesda Game Studios have reached new highs in Starfield. New heights, I should say. Heights, same word. A thrilling narrative loaded with an entire universe to explore and backed by sublimely polished systems. I can't say words. Maybe this podcast idea was not a good idea. Has ushered in an ultimate Bethesda experience. Laughing at myself. Truly hard to summarize just what makes Starfield special, and that's because so much of it is. You'll be glued to your screen for hours, going where no explorer has gone before. The enemy rated 80. As a fan of science fiction, spaceships, and so on, so far I'm very happy with the final result of Starfield, although there are points that could even be considered disappointments. However, the game really exploits Bethesda's mastery of creating all these different systems, and it's clear to see the dedication and care that has gone into creating a new franchise for the company after so many Elder Scrolls and Fallouts. Muristation. I don't think I'm saying that right. Rated 58. Starfield is far from meeting the expectation it has generated over the years. Interesting. Let's go back to PC. See if I can find a certain blurb. Yes, IGN. IGN gave it a 70. Starfield has a lot of forces working against it, but eventually the allure of its expansive role-playing quests and respectable combat makes its gravitational pull difficult to resist. I don't know, IGN gave it a 7 out of 10. You kind of feel like it might be like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, too much water? Is this too much space, you're saying? I don't know, I guess only way to tell if it is too much water or too much space is if you play it yourself, right? I don't know. PC Games gives it also a 70. Starfield is a true behemoth of a RPG in many ways. It's the logical endpoint of Bethesda Game Studios' well-worn formula. However, its massive scope pushes this formula to the absolute limit, and the cracks begin to show. From feature creep to the stop-start nature of exploration, dedicated Bethesda fans are sure to get their fill, but this interstellar adventure never leaves the atmosphere. PC Gamer 75. Starfield shares plenty of DNA with Skyrim and Fallout 4, but ultimately falls short of both. Comicbook.com AE. My opinion of Starfield is overall high, despite what my main criticisms might suggest. It's a Bethesda RPG, of course, and even Bethesda's middling options blow competitors out of the water when it comes to choice freedom. So Starfield was always going to be a success. Whether it's enough of a success to uplift Xbox and make someone buy a new console is another discussion. But Starfield itself is perfectly competent and, dare I say, fun, and even the most frustrating moments were unable to deter me from wanting more. See. Look at all these reviews. IGN France gave it a 90. I'm not going to read that blurb because it's France. But I think I saw IGN Japan. Yeah, IGN Japan gave it 100. So definitely, it's definitely mixed, I would say. But like, I'm leaning towards the higher end of the spectrum. We will see as time will tell. Let me go on Series X. The Attack of the Fanboy 100. IGN Brazil 95. Yeah. But why though? That's the reviewer publication name. 90. Starfield is best firing on all cylinders. Okay. DualShockers 90. Gaming Trend 90. Screen Rant 90. Windows Central 90. Game Informer 85. Let's read GameSpot 70. Starfield has its moments for sure. Its satisfying gunplay makes combat exciting, especially when it's integrated into set pieces within its better, more captivating quest lines. And although limited in its conception of space exploration, there's a novelty in poking around the galaxy to see star systems up close and personal, and occasionally finding side content worth chasing. However, it struggles to deliver a cohesive and memorable RPG experience amid the seamlessly boundless sea of stars. For all his reverence for scientific philosophy, philosophy. Hey, I said it, I think. His stories and characters paint a rather tame and sterile vision of what our space-faring future could look like. When you strip Starfield down to its essentials, it relies on a tried and true, a well-tread formula, while missing some of the depth of the games that came before it. Starfield is a game more concerned with quality or quantity than quality, and leaves the experience at the surface level. The transcending PC Mag saying Starfield is a massive space-based RPG with a galaxy of content to explore, but it has a surprising lack of ambition. This whole video games podcast, hey, I'm doing a podcast or trying to give it a 65. Starfield is a pretty good time. It's basically Fallout 4 in space with some sci-fi and some procedural generation. I swear, I can read, but my speech is just awful. As you can tell, I can read. I just can't say the words. And yet, I do videos for a hobby. But yeah, that's Starfield reviews. I'm gonna hide the capture now. But yeah, Starfield. It's getting pretty good reviews. It's getting good reviews. There's definitely some mixed reviews, but all of them have its praise, and all of them, or most of them at least, have its criticisms. I mean, an 88, 87 for a Bethesda game, I think that's pretty good, right? So, I am getting, I'm going to play on Game Pass, but I gotta wait for my external, NVMe drive. I say external because my motherboard only has one slot, so I'm getting an expansion. I'm going to try the expansion and put the NVMe drive into the expansion, because I got an open slot still somehow. I'll report back if that works well or doesn't, but I just want to try it because I need, well, not only more space, but more speedy space, I should say. I'm not good with storage on my computer. If you don't believe me, there is a 1 terabyte hard disk drive, a half terabyte NVMe drive in the one slot. There's a half a terabyte just solid state drive, and a 6 terabyte hard disk drive, and all of them are in the red, or close to being in the red. Yeah, I'm not good with storage space. Yeah. Let me go through this list again and kind of list out other games that I want to like kind of break down, because I'm excited for Starfield. I'm excited to try out Starfield. That's for darn sure. But let's talk about September 19th, September 20th. Eliza P. That's another game coming to Game Pass I want to try out. But then there's also Mortal Kombat 1. Which, honestly, I think, what was it? Summer Game Fest, that presentation? I think that's the only notable thing, to me at least, was the in-depth look of Mortal Kombat 1 in the interview of Ed Boon. Like, Mortal Kombat 1 looks good. Dang. And then there's a party game, Party Animals, also coming to Game Pass on the 20th. I believe Party Animals had like a beta period. I want to say late 2020 or 2021. Oh, I was kind of just low key waiting for this game to get like an official date, because I want to try it. I watched gameplay of this party game and it looked really fun. Like, it's Game Beast, but it looks better and more fun. But I want to go back on Mortal Kombat 1 real quick and kind of criticize that Summer Game Fest presentation. The only interview that was really well done was Ed Boon's. There were, 3 or 4 interview sections? There was one interview section that could have been condensed or compressed. I think it was the Alan Wake 2 one. It just sounded like the same words over and over, at least to me. No hate on Alan Wake, it's just, I think that's one of the things Jeff Keighley, Keagles, Jeff Keighley. That's one of the things with his Summer Game Fest presentation I think he could improve on. That's my one criticism, is kind of work on the interviews. Having the interviews is fun, but maybe make them like compressed. And maybe go over them, rehearse it or something. Have the people that are going to get interviewed maybe do like a rehearsal or something, so they know what they're saying. I don't know. Otherwise, the presentation was fine, I guess. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 looks fun, and what the DLCs also got announced for early next year. What were Mortal Kombat 1 DLC characters? What were the 5 characters that are coming later? Omni-Man, Homelander, Peacemaker, Ermac, Quan Chi, and Takeda. That's in Mortal Kombat 1 DLC or Combat Pack 1. So, what's the main roster? I try not to really do a huge deep dive into games because I want to be surprised. Let's see. Read this. I just want a list. Like a huge breakdown. The Wikipedia page. Yeah, Wikipedia page. So, also on the combat pack, the cameo fighters include Fura, Giant Cage, Chameleon, Mavado, and Tremor. They got main roster characters released at the start. Ashra Baraka, General Shao, Gyarados, Havoc, Giant Cage, Genji, Katana, Kung Lao, of course, Li Mai, Liu Kang, Melina, Raiden, of course. Different Raiden. Not Raiden. That's Metal Gear. Rain, Reptile, Scorpion, Sindel, Shang Tsung, Smoke, Sub-Zero, and Tanya. And then cameo fighters: Cyrex, Darius, Frost, Goro, Jax, Kano, Kulao, Motaro, Serena, Scorpions, Sector, Shunginko, Sonya Blade, Striker, Sub-Zero. That's the roster for Mortal Kombat 1. I'm excited for that. and of course, like I said, Liza P, September 19th. Mortal Kombat 1, September 19th. Probably Ambulance, September 20th. And September 21st is Payday Free. What the heck? Why? I mean, it's cool and all, but, speaking of games that are just, like, bunched up, let's talk about October 20th. Potential Game of the Years in Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Definitely Spider-Man 2, right? I would assume Raiden, friends, would maybe want to record that one day. I'm just taking a wild guess. But, like, huh? Like, October 20th. This reminds me of March 20th, 2020. Why? Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons released on that same day in 2020. And you don't want to know how much time I put into Animal Crossing. Like, yeah. Do I have to grab my... I gotta grab my... Yeah, like, let's... I mean... Where's my profile? There's my profile. Dude. It's got loads, because... Yeah. Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder releasing on the same day. A major, PlayStation 5 game, Doom Eternal, was multi-platform, and then Nintendo also had their own game released on the same day. Very 2020-like back then. Where is it? It says I played Animal Crossing New Horizons for 390 hours or more. Yeah. So, I kind of want to ask, what will be our Games of the Year nominees? I'm going to say Spider-Man 2 for sure, because Spider-Man 2 looks good. And I don't have a PlayStation console. I mean, right now, I think Steam has a PlayStation Studio sale, so I could finally buy Spider-Man 1 for PC and play that instead. But, like, games that released earlier this year that probably get nominated, I would want to say Resident Evil 4 Remake. That was amazing. We still haven't finished it. But, it still was super fun. We did do. I'm excited to finish it eventually. But timing is always an issue. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 will probably get a nomination. The recent Baldur's Gate 3. Of course, Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. There goes my voice. I'm still on the first topic. Granted, my second planned topic is short, but... Excuse me, I'm sorry. Hydrate. Um, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom. I got only 75 hours on that game. But I beat it when that released. It was super fun. That's definitely getting a nomination. Um, One thing I will complain about Capcom. Trust me, I love Capcom. I'm going back on Resident Evil 4 real quick. So, what was it? Late March, Resident Evil 4 remake release. This is a me problem too, because a couple weeks later they released the Mega Man Battle Network collection. You don't want to know how much time I put in that collection because I'm a mad person and decided to go for all trophies. So that requires playing through all 10 games. Uh, when there's, six. Yeah, all 10 games. Uh, it's split into two volumes, the Battle Network, but I got 115 hours on volume 1 and then 150 hours on volume 2. Alright, put away my Switch. Yeah, yeah, I played the Battle Network. And it is a lot of Batman, so I did a drawing of Mega Man. You know what? I'm going to display on the screen those uh, drawings. Just why not? My mouse is malfunctioning again. See? Oh, wow. That's right. I rendered it in the. See, this is what I meant by my mouse is malfunctioning. This is the drawing I did. Oops. I'm so used to holding shift for like video editing that keeps it same aspect ratio. And nobody else, it's not that. Screw do live. Yeah. That's my Mega Man cross Batman drawing I did. I've been trying to do more drawings, especially when I got a proper drawing tab uh recently. Like I did even did this thing. See, I rendered it 4K again. For those that know, you know. For those that are staring at the screen too. It's hard, but listening to images for your ear holes, but there was also when I didn't have the proper drawing tab with a screen on it, I just had a simple small 4-inch drawing tab. That, but before that March 20th, 2020 date happened, I did another cross drawing that I can show on screen if I can find it. It might be in this folder. Yeah. Like I said, March 20th, 2020 had Animal Crossing and Doom. So I did a villager in a Doom guy suit. Yeah. But I've been trying to do all my drawings live on Twitch. Uh, oh yeah, there was another thing I want to go over real quick. Speaking of drawings, because Jackbox. Thing of Jackbox. Let me pull up the full breakdown. Of Jackbox Party Pack 10. And I will re-show this. So all 5 games coming to Jackbox Party Pack 10 this fall. TKO 2. I remember we recorded TKO 1 once, and that was honestly one of the low-key best drawing games Jackbox has to offer. That was super fun. So that's getting a sequel. Um, Fixie text, Wild West of text editing, chaotic game, everyone's in a group chat, typing all at once to make the most memorable statement, and there's no delete key. Take that, all correct. Fixie text supports 38 players. Interesting. Hypnotorious game with secret roles, tentative alliances, and of course silly answers to ridiculous questions. It sounds like push the button to me, but maybe it's not. Well, it's not, but it probably is. Time Jinx. You're a time traveler from the future competing in high stakes trivia night. Save your current timeline by answering questions about the past. Jackbox is mostly known for its trivia, so I think Time Jinx might be a fun one to do for trivia. And then do re me. Your phone is your instrument. You and your flock must make music together to escape the hungry jungle plant. Not plant, plant. Hungry jungle plant. Supports 1 to 9 players. So, yeah. That's Jackbox Pack 10. Is there any, oh yeah. November, I never played Super Mario RPG. I never gotten a chance to. I mean, it was SNES, but the remake's coming November 17th. I'm excited for that too. I do have a gripe about this game. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. This is kind of just like again, I'm probably a me thing, but I am bothered they're calling this Modern Warfare 3 when they did Modern Warfare 2 last year. I get it. It's Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer helped with Modern Warfare 3. Was that 2011? But like last year, it was Infinity War Modern Warfare 2, and then here's Modern Warfare 3 by Sledgehammer. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. It's just it personally throws me off. Then again, I haven't played any modern Call of Duty. I mean, I tried the Modern Warfare 2 beta, I guess. And it was fine, but it never convinced me to buy the full game. Especially with Call of Duty, and their massive updates. Like, as in data massive. So I just avoid Call of Duty now and just play the older ones. Specifically Black Ops 1 and 2 and 3, of course. Black Ops 3 has custom maps, of course. Is there anything in this number I wanna complain about? Or ramble about, I guess. But yeah, big days, I say September 19th to the 21st. You know, Liza P, Mortal Kombat 1, Party Animals, Payday 3. Those are the games I'm looking forward to. And then October 20th is another big day for Spider-Man 2 and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And I watched the snippets of the direct they had yesterday about Super Mario Bros. Wonder. It looks fun. It looks fun. It looks a little bit more open, so it's not as linear too. But ever since they announced it, it's just Mario Bros. On frickin' shrooms, literally. It's weird. And I think that's what they're going for. So excited for that. So I passed the question on to you who are still listening after an hour. Yeah, an hour. Oh my goodness, I talked about upcoming releases and stuff around that for an hour. Losing my voice. So, after an hour and 5 minutes, I pass the question to you viewers who are still listening, maybe. What games are you excited for? What games do you think are going to get nominated for Game of the Year? Or nominated for like Fighting Game of the Year? From Street Fighter 6, right? Probably Mortal Kombat 1. If Tekken 8 has a January release date, so they could snuck in too, but they probably got the lock for next year's. Uh, or what games have you been playing? Are you on that Baldur's Gate free train? I don't know. I don't know anything about Baldur's Gate. Is it fun? Convince me it's fun. Yeah. What you guys are excited for? Because I'm excited for a decent amount of games. It's also, I mean, my wallet's next to me. It's screaming more than usual when I read the list and losing my voice over it. That's totally normal, right? Right? So, on to my next topic. And this actually, I just looked to my left, and I said I might talk about sports in the podcast. I'll do a quick like minute or two about sports talk because I looked to my left. I got CMU mail, Central Michigan mail. I'm based in Michigan, obviously, so I root for Detroit teams. I believe this weekend Central Michigan starts their football season against Michigan State. I think Michigan State's going to win. I'm going to, but I'm going to say fire up, no matter what, because Central Michigan is my school. But then Michigan State's a lot of friends and family at school, so yeah. I think I'm the outlier. But yeah, so I got mail from CMU. They're stickers. I remember last year. Last year there was a debacle about CMU stickers. Because there was a section of these stickers where they advertise as keycap stickers. So you got stickers for CMU. I would want you guys to look at your keyboard or pull up your keyboard. So say you put your stickers on your C key, your M key, and your U key. Now read your keyboard from left to right. Tell me what you see when you just think about the letter CMU. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you don't realize it, it's coming. It's freaking coming. When you have like, okay, maroon and gold highlighted on your keyboard at all times. Oops, hit the microphone. You're going to see come. Same you. It was very poorly advertised. But yeah, I got those stickers. My sister applied it to her Chromebook, and yeah, it was very unfortunate. I had a good laugh. Speaking of football as well, September, of course, means football. NFL, college football starts. I guess some colleges started last week, but I remember last year. Of course, this Monday is Labor Day. Our local town festival is happens the weekend after Labor Day, so that's upcoming next weekend festival time, so that's fun. I just remember complaining though, or a couple of us were complaining that the Lions play on Sunday during festival. And I'm like, oh, it'd be nice if they play on Monday instead. Well, they're starting out the season for the NFL against the Chiefs, the Super Bowl champs, from last year on Thursday. So at least they played before festival this year. Woo. Uh, my goodness. Yeah, who knows, right? Maybe the Lions will actually win. I mean, they played the Eagles. They started their season against the Eagles. They lost by 3, I think, last year. Of course, the Eagles will go on to the Super Bowl as well and then lose. That Super Bowl kind of ended iffy, but yeah, that's enough sports talk. Let's talk about tech. To my actual second topic, a fun article from Tom's Hardware, published 3 days ago by Mark Tyson. The headline: Yes, a pigeon is faster for data transfer than gigabit fiber internet. I saw this and be like, this sounds silly, so let's read through it on this podcast. Subtext: Can a pigeon with 3 terabytes of flash drives outrun gigabit ISP transfers? So let's read through this. Popular tech tuber Jeff Gerling has delivered an updated take on the old chestnut about the relative merits of pigeon-based versus internet data transfers. With the proliferation of superfast home connectivity like gigabit fiber, one might expect the carrier pigeon to be blown away in 2023. Spoiler alert, the pigeon with its high-capacity micro SD cards won Gering's data transfers race by a significant margin. However, as you learn later, the pigeon gets outpaced at distances over about 600 miles. Famously, in 2009, a South African company compared the transfer speed of a pigeon carrying a 4 gigabyte memory stick versus local ISP Telecom's ADSL service. The pigeon delivered its data payload in 1 hour and 8 minutes. An hour was added to physically transfer the 4 gigabytes of data to the computer. Meanwhile, the ADSL service had only managed to send 4% of the same data over the distance of 60 miles. In Gerling's 2023 re-race, over a decade later, the pigeon evolution hasn't significantly changed the birds. Right. True. Unless... no, I'm just kidding. But data density was significantly higher. That is also true. Hard disk drives max space, what is it, like 28 terabytes? And now, like, the standards for, like, just general, like, thumbsticks, it's like, I want to say 32, but it's at least 16 for sure. Yeah, so data density is significantly higher. Hell yeah. Technology moves fast. The YouTuber managed to kit out the bird with a trio of stripped down 1 terabyte SanDisk Extreme Pro flash drives, 5G each, without overburdening it. Bird flew for a mile and it only took about a minute to reach its destination. From this data point and adding the SanDisk flash drives transfer times, Gerling plotted a baseline 3 terabyte transfer graph for the pigeon. It looked like carrier pigeon transfer might be a winning strategy over shorter distances up to around 600 miles, but an internet connection would triumph any greater distance. Goering wanted to throw another challenger into the mix to spice up the race, so he donned a pigeon mask and jumped on a plane to carry 3 terabytes of files from his home in the US to the Canadian data server, which the internet transfer also targeted. In the graphs, you will see that Pigeon Jeff, or they call it the Pie Jeff. Pig Jeff. In parentheses, assisted Pigeon Jeff. Yeah. It's a little better. Over longer distances will still ultimately be beaten by internet transfers after around the 5,000 mile mark. So they got a graph there. Zoom in on this graph. Oops. So yeah, it shows the pigeon. Time takes, it's kind of like a curve up. Like a massive curve up. It's clearly faster around 10 miles, and then it kind of starts to veer off around 100. Bigger gap, 500 miles. Longer gap, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. It's a huge time gap between the pigeon and the Pigeon. Of course, Pigeon is kind of also a slight curve, but it's still being it still beats actual internet. The internet line is a straight line, so like it looks like what 700 minutes. So once it gets to 5,000, internet beats the Pigeon or Pigeon. Interesting, interesting graph. The concluded Greering says he could have easily done better as Pidgeoff, stuffing his luggage with a very high capacity drives, but wanted to stick to the common 3 terabytes across all alternatives. Greering notes in his video that his gigabit connection doesn't really live up to his billing, with a best sustained transport speed of about 75 megabytes per second. Not megabits, megabytes. So, yeah, that's kind of Hopefully, another decade later, we will all have broadband measured in petabits. Not terabits, petabits. That's higher than terabits. And pigeons won't have to endure having flash NAD devices strapped to their legs for our amusement. I mean, research. Yeah, man. I mean, I live in a pretty. The best internet I still have is, unfortunately, mobile hotspot. I'll admit it. But their electric company is trying to do fiber. We're in Area 3 though, and Area 3 starts next year. So, but at least they're working on it, and yeah, definitely one day I'll get to experience actual internet. But for now, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. I say it's fine. But yeah, that's my fun little topic I want to go over. Birds can be faster. Can be up to 500 miles. Then they're slower than internet. But some guy named Jeff could be faster too. Got any fun things? That's another thing you could tell me. Write those down in the comments. I would like to read those off if I do this podcast idea in the future. That's my fun little topic I want to get into. So my last topic is more breakdown of data analytics because, well, I gotta do that as a freelance professional. It's my job right now is to do analytics for stuff. Anyways, because analytics is fun. No, seriously, I think it's fun. So, YouTube Shorts. Here's what I think about like short form content. It's not exactly my thing. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not a huge fan of TikTok. And short form, I don't know. Call me. I understand the appeal. You know, short videos, more content you can just easily. I don't know the formula still. I'll be honest. So I've been trying to, think what works best for like YouTube Shorts. One thing that I do like is, well, editing them. I mean, they're pretty fun, pretty unorthodox, I would think. Right? But not a typical, maybe the way I have my shorts edited for favorite friends. It's definitely more for advertisement, right? Because I would love to have more eyes watch favorite friends in general. Just so, be like, hey, we did this. Look how many people are watching us being silly and stuff and being annoyed at me. But, yeah. It's just more, it's it's just kind of like it'd be nice if more people watch us type thing. So I feel like Shorts has that best uh, algorithm, output, input, trend, attention grabbing word for that. Let's go with that. Nebulous means unclear, right? But so I'm experimenting with shorts since early last year. I'm definitely doing more recently. Um, I'm trying to think because I definitely prefer not super long content, but I like the 20-minute range content, 20-30 minutes. That's just me though. So it's kind of hard for me to say, hey, focus on shorter than 1 minute content. But to me, also like, 1 minute seems pretty long. I would think, or I would guess. So I made an Excel spreadsheet last week, and then kind of did some updating numbers last night. I'll bring that up on the screen for those that are watching. These are the stats of the YouTube Shorts for Fairer Friends YouTube Shorts. There is one like N.E.W short I did, but I didn't list that one because I just want to break down the Fairer Friends shorts and see if I can find some trends. Because I try to think of trends in my mind, but I never really plotted them or visually plotted them. So let's break it down, see if my thoughts are right or wrong, or if they're still inconclusive. So let's break down YouTube short analytics, because why not? Zoom in to where it's somewhat readable. Let's go with that. So in Excel, I put down the title, short, the game that's featured, and then these are just numbers or rankings that I kind of just make up on the fly. Like, how difficult was the editing the short? Because when you think of short, you think, oh, it probably doesn't take a long time. No, I had shorts that taken longer than Fairer Friend episodes. So shorts are definitely not short amount of editing time. Censoring fact or censoring effort, how much censoring I think occurred throughout the short, and then the risk, kind of just general, like the topic in hand, and is it really risky type thing. Then I got the dates, the lengths, views per likes, subs it attracted, the percentage of people that chose to view or swiped away. I just did chose to view, so do the math. And then I also got TikTok views because I just post the videos on TikTok and that's it. I don't use TikTok other than that. I literally just push the videos onto there, and I don't know. If they do good, cool. If not, whatever. I'm more concerned if it brings in the YouTube viewers, which I think it does. I don't know. And I really don't know, so that's why we're going to break it down. We're going to do analytics. But definitely early on, it seems like I put a lot of effort into it, and also the shorts were longer. Then I realized earlier this year, maybe don't do super long ones if you're trying to. I like doing like long shorts, but to observing in a general area, it seemed like the longer ones kind of don't click as well. So I tried doing shorter ones, and they seem to do better initially. So that's why I aim for like shorter shorts shorter clips. Um, Obviously, so I also trying to think recently, especially don't put so much effort into it, or try to not put so much effort into it, right? Because who knows, it might not even pay off. Um, and also try to find clips that have no censoring needed. Right? If there's a lot of censoring happening, I would guess they probably do less because YouTube is like, oh, they're swearing this. We shouldn't be pushing this. That's kind of like these are the thoughts I'm kind of going through when I'm editing these shorts. Kind of in the back, not in the front. So just like keeping in mind. Like this week, I didn't even consider those thoughts. I was more like, ah, screw it. I was just do it. Just let's do these because why not? As like the risk factors heavy for this week. So and, you know, I consider risk factors of like what's the topic. If there's censoring, it's automatic. You know, there's some light risk, but like the real meaning of life, the earwax clip, it's basically someone sniffing coke. If you really think about it, or whatever the last one, also earwax, unicorn balls. And I also did Sakakum clip from Cliplash earlier this week because again I was like, ah, screw it. Um, Also if it was like mentioning any type of killing or like I didn't censor ass or but just kind of like test the waters type thing. So um, hell doesn't get censored. Hell's fine. It's definitely a risk. Part of me wants to not do censoring, just have those F bombs just go out without being censored, but I don't think it's a good idea. So I'll just keep on doing that. You can just watch the uncensored version of the full videos. That's the intent type thing. But you can tell, looking at the length, yeah, longer, much longer than it started to do shorter ones. There was only one of them that touched like the 60-second mark, and it didn't do as well as I wanted to, even though it's like one of my favorite Pokemon Emerald moments. Ruby Stingy, take another. Yeah, that's low-key one of my favorite moments. And it ended up being a 57-second one. So, and it did okay, I guess. But like, the last Resident 4 remake ones didn't do good up until this last one, which is the best performing short. Which is, title, why would Leon do that? And I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I did not put a lot of effort to that one. Um, I mean, that's the thing too. The Persona 4 one, I didn't consider like being a Japanese game, so non-English, be like it wouldn't do well at all. I didn't consider that factor, and it did not do well at all. But luckily, I didn't put any effort into it. So, but like back to the Resident 4 one, it's the first one to surpass 2,000, right? Small channel, of course, so 2,000 views in a video is like super cool. I'll be honest, 100 is still cool to me. So I kind of look what does get views and what is also getting well received by the likes. So like most liked one I believe is the Maze Bake Tower clip, the Chaos mod. That one seems to have the most likes. So a lot of people really like the Chaos mods clips. I did 3 of them. 2 of them really hit. The one I put the most effort into, the Dog in the Hood one, which one of my favorite moments in the Chaos mod thing we did, didn't perform as well, but it did perform okay. So it's just kind of. So let's look at some graphs. So like views per length, you see the shorter ones get more views. That confirms my suspicion. Hey, shorter the better. But okay, all the over 1,000 ones are less than 30 seconds. Okay, except for one. Which one of them? I think that's the Lugia's bounty one. Yeah, that one was 57 seconds. I think 59 seconds. So the max time, 60 seconds is max time for a YouTube short. I got over 1,000. But looking at the graph, it's kind of still a coin toss, ain't it? But like, here it does really good or okay to not as good. If we go longer, it doesn't do really good, but it does good. I mean, what is this? This is the percentage of shows to view. So the percentage of shows to view in the YouTube analytics didn't start calculating properly until October of last year. So I put an NA for any shorts before October of last year because those numbers are not accurate. I only show like whoever viewed them like this year. But the percentage that chose the view, the longer ones did better, but those could be considered outliers, I would think. Right? See, Augur 1, 53, didn't do as well. 69, didn't do well at all. Or no, it did decent. Actually, no, it did decent. But that was also the first calculation of the. I kind of want to still consider them as outliers. But like that Leon, why would Leon do that one? Got 47. That's really good percentage view. So, and the Iron Pokemon clip also got a good percentage. So, but those were shorter clips. Shorter, well, not shorter clips. They were still half a minute. So, I'll say in that regard, that's probably inconclusive. Because, I don't know, the longer ones, I still feel like they're outliers just because there's not enough. Alright, let's look at this graph for short edit difficulty. So, more views, so less effort, more views. The most effort, yes, that's not going to equate. So far, the most effort doesn't really equate to views, it seems like. So, yeah, less effort. But don't think about no effort. Put some effort into it, and it seems like it does well. It kind of is all over the place if we look at this, though. Because, like, the best performing ones, there's little to no effort. But there's moderate effort, I would say. Also do well, higher effort, so kind of inconclusive. Percentage view, choice view. Look at this graph. It's, I would still say, all over the place. Moderate effort seems to be, well, if we were looking, say, the 30 to 40, 30 to 50 range, that's not good. Nah, short effort does good, moderate effort does good. Not enough for higher effort, so yeah, that's inconclusive. Censoring effort is, having clean, no censoring clips doing better. Well, little to no censoring seems to do pretty good. But like, there is one that has heavy centering I considered, and that did decent. Moderate centering does decent, but any centering majority is kind of on the lower spectrum. But no, there are a handful of like no centering, and so maybe that's also inconclusive. Part of me thinks it's too inconclusive. I need to do more, but this is a good. I say like what this is like 40 clips. I'm gonna say. See 48 to 5. Yeah, about 40 clips. You'd think that's a good sample size. Percentage view on centering effort. Doesn't turn people away, does it seem like? So maybe that's, I would say not. That's more conclusive. But I don't think it's not that much of a factor for Charles view percentage. Then risk factor. Yeah, the super risky ones don't seem to do well. Or what I consider is risky. Less risk does seem like the better. But, you know, a little bit of risk, a little bit more moderate risk. Again, these are just factors I came up in my head, so they still, but yeah, moderate risk is kind of still okay. Trust view. No risk, yeah, more people stick around. That's very conclusive. Or less risk. No to less risk. More risk is it's more varied, I would say, from the looks of it. Hmm. Yeah. And then what graphs I got here? Okay, so these are graphs that break down the length. So if so right, this is length. Oh no, this is likes. I did length. I talked about length. Yeah, the shorter clips they seem like they do better, but it could also falter. Yeah, this is likes, so this is kind of another engagement of if people actually like these, then then maybe I should do more of these type thing. The longer the clips, this is a true scatter plot. I would say this is very inconclusive because short clips definitely get likes, but same thing with longer clips from looks of it. But then short clips also might falter. Mm, yeah, no, that I think that in terms of likes, it's definitely more all over the place, more scattered compared to views. So maybe likes is not a good uh, statistic to maybe like views per like might be because I calculated that percentage. How many views is one like, so the higher numbers are actually worse. So you want the lower numbers, and generally it doesn't really matter here too, because a lot of them are below 40, which that's decent. But there's definitely a lot of outliers from looks of it. So, edit difficulty, how many likes? Seems like the more, not too much effort, but moderate effort does the best. I'm not going through these because I put these graphs here and now look at it. I'm not a huge fan of it, of the likes and the view, because like I know I said a lot inconclusive about the views stuff and a few graphs, but I think these are more inconclusive because they're more scattered. Getting the lower values for views per like is better, and I can't really go through these quick because I'm saying this as this. Not a huge fan of these. I would rather break down the views. Um, Centering effort, that's truly all over the place. Seems like more effort, more likes for centering effort. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that either. The true definition of unclear. Risk factor. Yeah, I guess ultimately, I think it just boils down to what exactly is the content, right? You can try to plot this out, but you might have to like go like for certain time frames. So like, I think the shorts this year are doing better than last year's shorts. I think, or no, maybe more varied. I think they're definitely more varied results this year than last year. Um, One of the things I was thinking last night is, what about the days? What dates? Because I think just in general for videos in general, the consistency of when you upload seems to do better, right? So like, a set schedule. Like your Mondays have this, your Wednesdays, your Fridays have this. So okay, I got shorts right now on a schedule of Mondays. This August month I did Mondays and Thursdays, with last week doing, or this previous week also including Wednesday because that was also an off day, so I threw Wednesday in there. This September month I'm only going to do Mondays only, or only planning for Mondays only. So how are Mondays doing? Mondays seem like a coin flip, but they can be really good. I only did one short on Tuesday, and it did good. A Wednesday, mm, okay, I guess, maybe not. Then the Thursdays didn't seem to hit. There's just one Thursday that did hit. What was 936? It doesn't say there. Is that an older one? That was the very first short, as fast as the Flash. So I would consider that as an outlier. So yeah, Thursdays didn't really mesh that well. Fridays, I think it was more last year, but Fridays did okay. Then a couple Saturdays did, Then Sundays is kind of a little bit more all over the place. But it seems like the earlier the week, so like we'll say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, the better. No, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah. And then Wednesday, you get further down the week, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Saturday, it's not that great. At least this is just for me, right? This could be just a personal thing. This could be just, individual thing just for our channel. So, yeah, I don't know. So, okay, what about the games that are getting covered? I got this box and whisker plot graph. Um, I mentioned the Persona 4 Japanese game did not do well, so that's very low on the graph. Spider-Man does decent. Pokemon's all over the place, but it seems like it's doing better. The Job clips do good. Arkham City clips do EOX don't do as well. Elden Ring is a mixed bag. The one Star Wars clip did Spider-Man Miles Morales, I did only two of them, but one of them really hit. The other one, eh. The one that really hit was a Godzilla reference. RE2 remake, I did a couple of those before RE4 remake release, as well as the RE4 original clip. Those did okay. Like I said, Resident Evil 4, the remake, all the clips seem to not hit up until this last one. So that has a bigger box and a large whisker outlier. Arkham Knight, kinda meh. Chaos mod seemed like it generally did well, but of course the first one did okay. So that's the big box. Then Quiplash varied. The first one did well, I believe, and the last one didn't do well because it was a bigger risk. Then I got this graph of when exactly I, you know, uploaded a short between the first one last year, January 20th, to yesterday. And you see a lot of like bigger bars recently. But there were decent sized bars, back then too. So there's definitely been big gaps because on shorts I've been always like, I don't know. But I was kind of thinking maybe if I was consistent, then yeah, but maybe don't do too much at a time. So maybe like once a week. I'm going to try, like this month, I'm going to only do once a week instead of two a week and the random free a week. So that's what I'm going to try this month. Got another graph. This is just general views. Without considering the dates. So simple line graph. This is the length. Definitely was up high, and then there was a couple, and it starts to dip. One up there, and then a couple stayed up, and then kind of dipped again, and then kind of in that middle ground. Middle to low ground. No longer on the high ground. Likes. Likes, it's all over the place. Kind of consistent, but yeah. And another line graph of views per like, so the lower the better. And yeah, goes up, down, up, down, up, down. So definitely just inconsistent, right? I still, at the end of the day, I think I'll make this observation about YouTube Shorts. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to learn this algorithm. It's still, to me, is unclear, and I think it is, YouTube Shorts performance is definitely just based on the individual. Yeah, I don't want my shorts to like get hundreds of thousands of views. I'm not expecting that. I'm truly only expecting like a couple hundred, but it's exciting to see when shorts hit that 1,000 mark. The one short hit 2,000. It's like, oh my god, a lot of people view this. Man, I feel bad for them. And I did I'll quickly, for those watching, I'll quickly kind of scroll through the sorted tables because I kind of want to wrap this up because really, at the end of the day, I think try to put an Excel spreadsheet. Does it match up to the fonts I created? Kinda. Shows views should be in green for lower numbers, but see, I see faults in my Excel work. But yeah, I'm still learning, and I think that's kind of the fun part about video creations. See what works, but at the end of the day, are you having fun? As a video creator, editor, recording only, are you having fun? Yeah, I have fun editing these shorts. That's all that matters. I definitely have fun recording after FF. So, I mean, I just use shorts as a way to maybe see if I can attract new audience. So, and I'm having fun, talking my voice box out doing this podcast idea. How long is this podcast? 50. So, I mean, I didn't. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, it's all up to you. And it's just, to, observe. It's definitely a trend, and trends always change. So, you can try your best, but I think the only thing that's important is you have fun. Does that make any sense? I don't know if that does that make any sense. Oh man, I don't know. But I think we're close to 2 hours. I know I talk a lot and it's probably repetitive, but that's okay. Yeah, I think this is fun. This was fun to talk over things, upcoming releases, what games I'm excited for. Uh, Read a fun tech related article about pigeons. Yeah, pigeons can be faster than the internet sometimes, just over short distances. And of course, bringing down some analytics, even though a lot of half the stuff I said inconclusive, but but maybe I think that's the best thing is that observation can take multiple eyes, multiple sets of eyes. So maybe for those that are staring at the screen, or somehow understanding what I'm trying to say with my words, maybe you can create your own observations. Yeah, shorts is very unknown, and I still don't understand shorts. But one thing I do understand is have fun doing this talking thing. It's otherwise is known as a podcast. So hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to my mumbling and rumbling and or rambling. That's the proper word. Don't unclear what I'm actually saying. That's what the podcast means. So, and for those friends that are, that do FWF that want to join me in this podcast project, we talk. I remember talking about it at that random cold winter day. I believe what was it after the 100 Smash 100? We were talking about maybe we should try this podcast. That was 2018, 2019. But I kind of thought about it. I'll do it myself, but I think it would be more fun to have some friends on. So, but I also wouldn't mind doing this by myself again in the future. I don't know if I'll do more, but I also would want to have you, the viewer slash listener. I want to hear your thoughts, your interactions, and write those down in the comment section of this YouTube video, or if I randomly post this on other platforms, just go on YouTube. Comment any thoughts, any questions, whatever, anything. You can create one big thread of a comment, or post multiple comments, or just do one single sentence. And your comment, question, topic might come up in a future episode of Nebulous Output if I do decide to do this again, which I might. So I definitely encourage, and hopefully you guys had a good experience trying to listen to my ramblings. And with that being said, I think I'm going to send you guys off to, send you guys off. Where am I? Send you guys off to watch better content. Or invite. Yes, invite. I invite you guys to maybe watch some best ofs. I got a best of lined up for this upcoming weekend because it's festival weekend, so keep an eye on that. And any for scheduling updates, including favorite friends, keep an eye on the YouTube community tab. That's where I post the schedule updates. Of course, favorite friends will be on a hiatus, so until we record more stuff, of course. So, other than that, I think that's all the updates, all the topics I want to talk about. Thank you all for listening. Hopefully, you enjoyed your stay. And have a good rest of your September 1st or whenever you're listening to this. Good. Have a good rest of your day or night. Send it to the outro. Nate, send it. Put the outro music. There's the outro music. Yeah, now go and listen to or watch something better with your time. Bye!